Do not get this Lippie. Oh my gosh. Product number 2 not to get. This is cracking. It is cracking. What is up, YouTube? It's me, Narrissa Nicole, and I'm going to be doing my everyday simple makeup routine. Now, I know I did a little bit of it in my first video. However, it was a rush through, so I really wanted to sit here and do a more thorough, in-depth look at how I do my everyday makeup routine using very minimal products. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I like to do is prime my face, which I already have done. I've already primed my lips as well. And some of the products that I did use to do so is, for one, I am a matte girl, so I need to make sure that my face is highly coated in matte mattifying products. So this is the one that I've been using for years. It is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Mattifying Primer, and I swear by this, you guys. You can find this at your local Target for like $4 or $5, seriously. And then I set my face with the Make It Last setting spray. You can use this as a primer or setting spray. I use mine as a primer because I use their other one, which is the Make It Last matte finishing spray as my setting spray. So go ahead and jumping right on in. I think I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. And for my eyebrows, I'm gonna be using e.l.f.'s Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And the color is in, I just got this. I want to say it's in light brown or neutral brown. That's the color it's in. Now, going to clean them up. So one of my favorite concealers to use to clean up my brows is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. I'm gonna use this flat-headed brush that I got from, I wanna say Shein. You guys, starting off, or not even just starting off, but those of you that are really into makeup, you don't have to, or getting started in makeup, just remember you do not have to spend a lot of money on makeup items. Go to like your local beauty supply store, your local drugstore. I always say Target is a really cool place to go for someone starting off. Now I'm just taking this and I'm really just carving out my brows. And what I will recommend is using a color that matches your skin color for the top. And then if you want to have a highlighted brow, go in with one that's about 1 to 2 shades lighter on the bottom. I'm not sure what brand of brush this is, but it is a concealer brush. And I use that to just blend out that concealer. With the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Ultimate Neutral Shadow Palette, and we're gonna do a eye look using this palette. And I'm pretty basic again when it comes to doing eyeshadow as well. I'm going to go in with this color right here. None of these colors don't have any names, but this is like I'm not really sure what color that is, but it's gonna be this one. It's a nude color. Now, the girls on the interweb would tell you to prime your eyes, which you can, and you can use your favorite concealer to do so if you want to, but listen, this is an everyday look. So everyday look, I usually don't do all of those extra steps. I'm taking that one shade that I showed you guys and I'm applying that all over my lid. All over it, as so. And you can build it up however you want. If you want it like a more dramatic look, you can go in 3 or 4 times, but I'm just gonna go in 2 times. And that's how it looks. Very subtle. It kind of gives off like this mellow brick shade, which is really cool. You're just gonna swiping motions. Very simple, very easy. And this is beginner friendly, very beginner friendly. We're not gonna be using multiple shades, and I'm not gonna be doing a deep in-depth blending, you know, tutorial, mini tutorial on how to get this look. Very subtle. Very, very, very subtle. And I might go back in just a little bit. And then that's pretty much it. Go ahead and highlight my brow, but it's gonna be a very subtle, very kind of quick swipe of the brush. And I'm using just a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade, which is, looks like this peanut butter looking color right here. And I'm going to take that on my brush, take the excess off, and what I'm gonna do is just apply it all right there. But I'm also going to blend it in with that one shade that I used, just like that. Other eye. And as Adrienne Bakerie says, boom. Okay, boom. That's it. But I'm gonna be using that same concealer and going in and just concealing my eyes. Well, really anywhere on my face that I feel like needs to be concealed. In this case, underneath my eyes. And I do have some dark marks over here that I'm working on, you know, getting that taken care of. But I'm going to conceal it, and I'm just gonna do like some little dots. Both sides. And I'm gonna use this right here on my forehead only because I do have like a little acne scar right there. And just side note, ladies, I feel like you have to conceal everything. We are not perfect, and for those of you that do have really clear, perfect skin, kudos to you. But if you don't feel like you have to hide everything. Be comfortable enough to be okay with showing a couple of imperfections, you know? It is okay. And right now I'm using very natural lighting. This is just natural light coming from my window. So, excuse me if the light is going in and out or the focus is going in and out. So I'm using this Sonia Kashia sponge from Target. And just blending that out. These are really good blending sponges, by the way. They retail for about $5. Really, really nice and soft. I'm trying to come in closer so you guys can see me like really blending this stuff out. Switch over to a brush, okay? Just to make sure all of that is in. All right. So once you've blended that in, this is when you can go in with your foundation. The foundation I'm gonna use, as stated in my first video, is the cream to powder foundation. But I really like this one because it is very light on the skin. Very light, and it does its job, okay? And this color is in Walnut 288. And I just do this in a downward motion. Now, it might blend. It's not a big deal if you go over your concealer with it, like in some places like I'm doing. But I'm really focusing this product on the areas of my face that I did not put that concealer on. And I said it before, and I'll just reinstate this for those of you who are new. I don't really go into my forehead area that much with product. I usually will do my face, and then whatever is left on the brush is what I will use. But I don't usually just go back in. I'll just drag it down. I don't usually go in my neck area unless I got somewhere to go or something, then I will. But typically I don't need to with this. I like to go in with another concealer at this point. And this one that I like to use is Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer in 50 Cafe. This is an OG for real. And I just take that, and I only go underneath my under eyes at this point. Only underneath my under eyes. Just because I really like a good brightening effect. And I like the effect that it gives. Again. I'm so happy to see the sun, y'all. Like, I live in Texas, and I just miss the sun because it was just too gloomy for me. Too gloomy. I was not feeling it. I was feeling it at first because it was like really nice that it snowed, but when all that other stuff started happening, I'm like, nah, I need Texas weather back. The good Texas weather, okay? Let me just emphasize. So now that my concealer is set, I'm gonna go in with my Sonia Kashia Buttercup setting powder. And I don't bake, so disclaimer, I do not bake. So what I like to do is just take a little bit on this, and I got this from Shein. And I like to basically put it in the places that I applied my concealer. Even in some of the places that I didn't apply my concealer, because I am a very, very oily person. And if I don't do this, if I skip setting my concealer, I guarantee you within 5 minutes, if that, I am going to look like a disco ball, and my concealer is going to be creased. And that is one of the great purposes of setting powder. So even if you aren't an oily person, but using setting powder is good because it helps your concealer, eyeshadow, whatever cream, liquid product that you're using, it helps it not to crease. Or it helps with creasing. If it's a good one, it's gonna help it not crease, but it's supposed to help with creasing. So I just take that everywhere. And I don't mind ODing on this stuff. I just try not to go too overboard because you do not want that white casty look that you can get from going too overboard with it. You see, I'm just being gentle, very light-handed. And I'm just taking it everywhere now. So now that that is done, I'm going to bronze up my face a little bit and bring some color back. And the color that I'm going to use from Miss A, the one mentioned before in the first video. It does not have a name. It just says item number 4. And clearly I love this stuff. I've already hit pan, and this was only $1 from Miss A. Shop Miss A, to be exact. Love her stuff. So I'm just taking this brush that I got out of my Ipsy bag, And I'm going to go in the hollows of my cheeks, around my forehead, and back around. So. And I even like to take it down here, and it shows a lot more jawline. I like to take some setting powder. I'm just gonna carve out my, I guess you could say my jawline. So I take it, and I will let this sit. So I just go along my jawline, and I'm going to just do it like this, because I just want this to carve out my jawline. And I'm pretty light. I don't really like doing too much. I think, yeah, I picked up way too much on that side. I'm just gonna let this sit here really quick. And I don't always do my nose, but I'm gonna do it for the sake of this video. I don't really go crazy, but I'm gonna go back in with my bronzer, this fluffy brush that I used earlier, and I'm just gonna do it lightly. And to be honest, I really like my button nose, so that's why I don't go too crazy. And then just to get this off, I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just kind of blend it in. Like so. And then blend out that my nose contour a little bit. Makeup is so messy, or maybe I'm messy with makeup. So we are almost done, you guys. This is pretty much what we're looking at right now. Going back into my BH Cosmetic palette, I'm going to take a shimmer shade, a really subtle neutral shade. And I think I'm gonna use like this champagne gold looking color right here. I'm gonna add this to my tear duct just to open it up a little bit. Oh, it's very pigmented. I've never used that shade before. Bring that in just a little bit. Blend it up, blend it down. This is my Miss A Skinny Lash Mascara. Look at the lens, you guys. It's so small. I'm going to put some mascara on my bottom lashes. I used to not like doing this, but I've grown to really like it. Oh wow. Makeup on my sleeve. I've grown to really like doing this step right here. And I love Miss A, guys. I always preach. If you are just now getting into makeup, or you're trying to tone down on your makeup and you don't want to spend so much money, this is a really good place to start. Miss A is a really good place to start if you don't have sensitive skin, because I don't want to deflect from the fact that it is $1. But if it works, you know? So lastly, I'm going to use some highlighter. And this is one that I got out of my Ipsy bag. Ipsy is a really cool thing to get to subscribe to if you are new to the makeup world, because it is a monthly subscription where you can get approximately 5 samples of different products every month, and you can kind of sample them out, and then if you really like it, you can get the bigger size. And this is the color that I'm using. Yes, so I'm just gonna swirl, swirl, swirl. And I thought about replacing it because it's purple, but whatever. I'm just gonna take this on the apples of my cheeks. Very light. My nose and my lips. And I almost forgot, I'm not even sure how I almost forgot this, but I didn't put on any blush, you guys. So let me do that. This is Wet n Wild's blush in Mellow Wine. Like this pink, pretty pink color. I just like to dab it just a little bit, but not a little bit. Actually, I love blush, y'all. I do. That's why I'm really shocked that I forgot to do this, because I'm a blush girl. I love blush. So we're pretty much done at this point before we do our lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face using my Make It Last Matte Finishing Spray by Milani. I wish I had my fan near me. And now we're gonna go in with our lips, and I'm gonna actually use, this is a lipstick, but I'm gonna use it as a lip liner. And I just like to follow the natural lining of my lips. If you're like me, I would go like this and add some gloss and be done. But for the sake of this, I actually want to use this new Lippie that I got. Alrighty, so the Lippie that I'm gonna go in with is Bakerie. I thought I got it out of the lip bar section. Maybe I didn't. I'm sorry. But it's called For Real Dough, like For Real Dough. And it's a liquid lipstick, and I'm going to sample it with you guys. So here we go. Let's see. Oh, that's light. I do have, y'all, I got my ColourPop lip liner right here, and like I said in my first video, I hate this one, but I paid for it, so it's gonna get used, honey. It is gonna be used. I'm just gonna go over that other lip liner real quick. That dried, okay? Like, it's already, I don't know if I like that. I don't like how it dried. Let me see something real quick. I thought I was gonna like it. It dried so ugly, so cracky, like I'm gonna add some gloss on top of this, and this gloss is Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. NYX has really good butter glosses. They're so pigmented. I don't know if I like them. I don't like how it drops. You can't really see it on camera. But I can see it. It's like cracking. This butter gloss is really covering it up, but I would not wear this alone. I don't like that. But that is all, you guys. That is the end of the video. This is the final look right here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Until next time, peace out.